Start of week 3 college football bowl gambling predictions. Not gonna lie, I did pretty good, guys. I was 10-6 last week. Calhoun and Amanda LaFratta here. We're going to pick bowl games through Wednesday. So no New Year's Six, no college football playoff yet, but a few things heating up. How are you doing the day after Christmas, Amanda?
I'm good. I'm in Nashville actually, and it snowed today too. So the streets are covered, and I hope I don't get stuck here because we have a baby appointment tomorrow. So that's how we are. How are you in Maryland, Caleb?
Oh, I'm great. It's crazy. We didn't get any snow. We got rain and then a massive cold front where it was single-digit temperatures. And it's actually really nice today, funny enough. It's in the
Good.
20s and 30s, which we can't ask for much more than that
Yeah.
these days. It's sunny though. So yeah, no, it was a nice fun holiday yesterday, fun Christmas yesterday.
Good.
Um but bowl games are back and we've got a slew of 6-6 group of 5 games that we all love to pick.
So great.
So let's start with today. We've got a 6-6 New Mexico State against 6-6 Bowling Green. This is the Quick Lane Bowl. They're playing at Ford Field in Detroit. Bowling Green's a 3.5-point favorite. Over under is 48.5. Where are you going, Amanda?
I think I'm gonna go Bowling Green actually, and I'm gonna take the over.
Oh, really? Okay.
hmm
I am going to go New Mexico State, believe it or not. Bowling Green, I'm shocked they got into a bowl. Scott Leffler, I was so sure was going to get fired this year after a miserable 3 seasons. I think they backed in. New Mexico State won like 5 of their last 6, and I am a huge believer in Jerry Kill. Now Tim Beck, I don't know if he's coaching in this bowl game, but he's their offensive coordinator, and I think he's going to take a head coaching job elsewhere. But I'm a believer in Jerry Kill, so I'm going New Mexico State. I think he's going to dictate the flow of the game, so I'm actually going under. So already we're on opposite sides.
Yep.
let's let's go to the Camellia Bowl on Tuesday between Georgia Southern and Buffalo. This one's being played in Montgomery, Alabama. Georgia Southern a 4.5-point favorite. Over under 66.5. Amanda, where are you going?
I'm gonna go with Buffalo on this one, and then I'm also gonna go with the under.
Okay, so you are taking the upstate New York team to come to the South and win in Alabama.
Yeah, it's more upstate New York temperature right now
That is
down
true.
here.
All right, well, I'm going to cheat and look up the forecast in Montgomery tomorrow because that's going to dictate my pick now that you said that. And Mother Nature has made my decision, and Mother Nature says that the high is 53. I think that's friendly to Georgia Southern. Clay Helton is coaching at Georgia Southern. So I'm actually going to go Georgia Southern in this one, but I am with you. I think the under and over is too high, so I'm taking the under. And it's same day tomorrow at 3:15. We've got the First Responder Bowl on ESPN. We've got Memphis and Utah State, 2 more 6-6 teams. Memphis is 7.5-point favorite. Under 60.5. This game's in Texas. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go with Memphis on this one. I know that Utah State got trounced by Alabama early in the season, and not the normal Alabama team that we're used to seeing. So I think Memphis should be able to take care of business no problem, and I will go with the over in this game.
Okay. I'm with you on both. I'm going Memphis over. I think that there are no, as far as I'm aware, there are no key opt-outs. Memphis has one in Maurice White, a defensive lineman, but I don't think that's that significant. And I think we both agree American Athletic Conference is compared to other Group of 5 conferences, it's like a Power 5 versus a Group of 5 matchup almost in terms of talent. And Memphis we forget, they were like 3 plays away from 9-3 this year.
Mhm.
So I'm going Memphis. All right, so we've got Coastal Carolina and East Carolina. Sounds like that should be a rivalry. But in the Birmingham Bowl, all Sunbelt offensive linemen Willie Lampkin has opted out for Coastal Carolina. Plus, Jamie Chadwell has already left for Liberty. So even though Coastal Carolina has a better record by 2 games, those are some factors against Coastal Carolina. Line is East Carolina 7.5. Over under is 64.5. Where are you going, Amanda?
I'm going East Carolina, and I'm going to take the under on this one.
Okay, so you do think East Carolina covers, and you're going to take the under.
Yes.
I'm actually with you on both. I think East Carolina covers, and I'm taking the under too. I think Coastal Carolina's offense is not going to be the same without Jamie Chadwell, and so I am totally on your side with that. So now let's go to the Power 5 game. Yay, guaranteed rate bowl. We've got Wisconsin and Oklahoma State. This is a shell of a Power 5 game. Wisconsin 6-6, Oklahoma State 7-5. Both teams have their quarterbacks opting out. Wisconsin has an offensive lineman who entered the transfer portal and pulled back. It's not really clear if he's going to play. And then Oklahoma State has a slew of weapons out. Mason Cobb, Dominic Richardson, Trace Ford. And the line is Wisconsin 3.5. Over under is 44.5. Where are you going, Amanda?
Well, I'm definitely going to take the over. But I think I'm going to take Oklahoma State, even if they have a bunch of options, opting out and whatever, because Wisconsin doesn't have really a quarterback. I mean, they have one coming in, I believe, but they don't have anything at this very moment. Their quarterback, ran for Florida. So I'm going to take Oklahoma State with this.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to take Oklahoma State. I'm going to take the under, believe it or not, even though it's 44.5. I'm taking the under since neither quarterback is playing, and I know how Wisconsin plays. My thing is, we were talking about this off air. Luke Fickell kind of being on the sideline, but not really maybe coaching the game. Like, I feel like there's no way that the team that's going to the team can mentally handle that type of confusion.
Agreed.
So we move on to Wednesday now. We got the Military Bowl right here in my backyard, here in Annapolis, between UCF and Duke. Duke is 3.5-point favorite. Over under is 62.5. UCF has a linebacker and a wide receiver, Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste and Ryan O'Keefe opting out, and Duke doesn't have any opt-outs as far as I'm aware that matter. Where are you going, Amanda?
I'm going to take Duke. And I'm going to go with the under on 62.5.
Okay. Unfortunately, we're agreeing too much because I agree with you on that, on both of those. I think playing in Maryland, Duke has a lot of Duke fans, I can say, up here in Maryland, funny enough. A lot of Duke graduates are around this area. I see a lot of them. I don't see a lot of UCF fans. So I feel like it might be a little more of a home game for Duke. So I'm going with Duke on that one, plus the opt-outs. All right, SEC time, AutoZone Liberty Bowl. We've got Kansas and Arkansas. Line is Arkansas 2.5. Over-under is 68.5. As far as key opt-outs, Arkansas has all of them. Miles Slusher, Drew Sanders, and Bumper Pool, all on defense. Where are you going, Amanda?
I'm still going to go with Arkansas. I think Arkansas shows up to play. And I'm going to go under. I'm going to go on the under on that. But I think I'm going to go with Arkansas in this game.
So I am crazy. I'm going Kansas and the over in this game. I think a bigger factor than opt-outs in bowl games is who is happy and cares about being there. And I think Kansas is thrilled at being in any bowl game, despite the stumble towards the end. There's being 6-6 at Kansas is something. I think Arkansas is really upset about how the season went down. And so with all the opt-outs on defense, I think Kansas is going to score on them at will. So I'm going Kansas in the over.
All right.
First game with a top 25 team, put it that way. The Holiday Bowl. Oregon, ranked number 15 in the playoff, and UNC, who is now not ranked in the playoff, but was a couple of weeks ago. The line is Oregon 14.5. Get this, Amanda, over-under is 75.5. Yeah.
Well,
and key
there's
opt-outs
not defense.
Yeah, just a heads up, key opt-outs, Christian Gonzalez and Justin Flo for Oregon, and then Storm Duck, Tony Grimes, Cameron Kelly for UNC. That's basically UNC's whole secondary, plus receiver Josh Downs. So that, I feel like, is why it's so high. So where are you going?
So I'm going to go with – I'm actually going to take North Carolina. and I'm gonna take. I don't know if I'm gonna take the over. That's line's hard to pick on the over under. I guess I'm gonna have to go under. It's just too big for me to take. But I'm gonna take North Carolina at plus 14.5.
Okay, so you sound like you're a believer in Drake May with Oregon having no defense.
Yeah.
um, you know, I'm kind of with you on that. I don't know if UNC is going to win. I don't have them on the money line, but I definitely
No.
think that they're going to cover. I'm still going to go over. I think both teams. I think it's going to be a basketball game out there in Cali, which is going to be fun to watch. So final game, we got the Texas Bowl, which is Texas Tech playing Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 3.5-point favorite. Over under is 71.5. Both teams have just one key. They have the only key opt out for both teams is just one key defensive back. Reggie Pearson for Texas Tech and Miles Battle for Ole Miss. So where are you going, Amanda?
I'm going Ole Miss. I'm gonna go the over. I think they have something to prove. So I believe Kiffin will have them ready to play.
Okay, and we actually agree on both of those to close this out. I've got Ole Miss in the over too. I think Kiffin with a month off is a big deal. Also, I know it's in Texas, but East Texas, Houston, I feel like that's as close to Ole Miss as it is to Lubbock, honestly. And I'm not great on my geography, but that's my guess. And I feel like Ole Miss fans are more likely to travel than Texas Tech fans. That's just my thought.
Agreed.
All right, so those are all of our picks through Wednesday. We will be back tomorrow. We'll be back Wednesday morning. Actually, we'll have a new post up picking the rest of the non-New Year's 6 games, and that's when some real fun games start to kick in.
Yes, the good ones.
Yes, exactly. All right, we'll have a great rest of your holiday. Enjoy Boxing Day, Amanda.
Yes, you too, Caleb. And thanks everybody for Off the Hook Sports. This is Amanda LaFratta and Caleb Calhoun, and we will see you on Wednesday.